Hi there, it's Diane the Nursing Geek. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it is your first time. It's been a little while since I've recorded for a lot of reasons. Partly because... Oops. That's not what I was trying to do at all. Partly because I've been having memory issues with my computer, and partly because I am so incredibly behind in editing and uploading things that it was just getting ridiculous. So, let me, I feel like it should be easier to use this armor stand. This is the first time I've had an armor stand, and I'm not sure I'm all that crazy about it. I thought I would just be able to right-click it and use it to hang things up right away without having to put everything in my pockets first. But whatever. Part of my learning curve. What I'm going to do right now, because it is night, I managed to log in just as it was becoming night, is show you some work I've been doing in the Nether hub. Right, so here we are on the hub. West hallway to my back, so a left-hand turn will bring us north. Now, my ranch home is sort of in the northeast, so I could have gone either off of the east hallway or the north hallway, and it was going to be about as long either way. I decided to go the north route because there were less cliffs. Instead, I found lava, so that was fun. So some of the weird twists and turns in here are due to lava, just so you know. So this is my little hallway called the Road to Geekdom, which is what I decided to call what's going to be on the other side of this, and with a note that it is a work in progress. It's also very long. I decided to use blue glazed terracotta to decorate. There's logic to why I wanted the intensity of the color. It was not so much about the pattern, it was the intensity of the blue, which will eventually make sense. I have to put a chest full of minecarts there at some point, but I don't imagine many people will be wandering down here yet, so I haven't set that up yet. Because there's not much to see on the other side. And I decided to use end rods for the light source because they're cool, and I've been using, I used a lot of sea lanterns at my tree farm, so I wanted to do something a little different. So here's my nether portal. The nether portal was constructed with much help from Lady Hunter 25. I was having an awful time syncing it up, so she helped me fix my coordinate problem. Then there was a problem. I was too close to one of my neighbors, who hasn't actually been on in a while, so the mods were able to help fix that problem where my portal was going to their base. So, it's under construction, limited access, you may get stuck. I haven't given access trust or anything yet, because there's not much of anything to see, so I don't really want to encourage coming over here and poking around, and potentially falling down and getting hurt, because, you know, there's a big drop there. Still nighttime out, right? Yeah. So, down there is where I've been mining. The numbers in each of these chambers I've hollowed out may give a bit of a clue. That and the intense blue I was looking for. What flavor of geekery this is going to be. But I'm just going to tease that a little and not actually do anything with it yet. for this. But I've been basically hollowing out this mountain, which is what I said I was going to do. Let's hollow out the mountain. I have one project for this end of the mountain planned, another for the middle of the mountain, and then yet another for the far side that I haven't claimed yet. I had another level that I had started. Oh, yes, it has stairs over here. Yep. So, I'm not sure this one needs to be this big, but we'll see. I certainly racked up plenty of cobble hollowing all this out, and some granite and andesite and stuff that I don't really make a whole lot of use of, but I may yet find a use for. But, oh good, it is getting to be morning. So, sheep all appear to be doing fine. Any critters out here that need to be handled? Not at the moment from the look of it. That might be a spider over there, but if it's docile, I'm not bothering with it because I don't feel like running out there after the string right now. Okay. So that was one thing I thought I would show today. Who knows when I'll ever air this because like I said, I have a backlog of editing to do. I think it's almost fortunate that my recording of the Tall Turtles event was just, it was a bust. My lag was so bad, it was a bunch of me running through blue screen, and that is just boring. So I'm not editing that, because that would be a lot of work for a little game. Alright, so now we're going to go someplace else. Actually, down the south tunnel. Okay, good. I do have other food on me once I'm done with this fish. Because running around the Nether does tend to use up a lot of food and energy. You can hear the lava as we're going by here, right? So yeah, there was plenty of it. I caught on fire a couple of times, but didn't die, so yay. I died a lot at the Tall Turtles event. Well, you know, it was inevitable that was going to happen anyway, but I was so lagged that between the walk across the world and then the woodland mansion afterwards, which was very silly of me to go to that. I'm not really big on the combat mechanics and things. I was never going to do anything but just stand there and die. So that was very silly of me. So now my death total has gone from 3 to 12. Hoping to keep it there and not go up any higher anytime soon. Okay, so now down the south tunnel to where we are headed next. Because I did do another geeky build on a much smaller scale recently that I'm really proud of. Fawny the turtle had a... Is this what I'm looking for? No, what? That would never be the right entrance. Random ravine. I always stop at the random ravine, like I think that's suddenly going to be where I want to go. But where I want to go is here, I think. Yeah, to Anopi. So, and I seem to have issues. I've made that work before. I don't know why it's not working today, but that's not the first time it's not worked for me either. I think I might just be putting the cart down in the wrong place. Or something. But anyway. We have another stop. But to go... Actually, there's not a stop for where I want to get off, is there? That's okay. I can just get out and chase my cart down. Which, I mean, it'll just go to the end. Not exactly going to the Pokemon Island, but we're going through the Pokemon Island. I love this hallway. This is just awesome. And oh my gosh, every time I come over here there is more stuff. So regular Pokeball, I forget what these ones are called, but they're like powered up Pokeballs. I'm sure it says Great Pokeball and Ultra Pokeball. There's the Eevee and the Pikachu, and who's up there? A Bulbasaur. I don't think I've seen one of those before, but I'm guessing a Master Ball. I was going to say Mega, but close enough. I have no idea what that one is. I really should play Pokemon Go again. We have Pokestops all over the university, or we did. Grimer. Yeah, that's a new one on me. But, okay, we're not here to look at Pokemon, even though they're cool. So, let's go over this way. Between the Pokeballs. Oh, cool. I didn't even notice the sea lanterns. Yeah, that's a nice touch. Okay, so out here. And to the left, to the left. To a building contest. So, Fawny had a building contest. And there are some really amazing things people came up with. Kim Dahl made a Poke Gym, or as he calls it, Lodmic Gym. I have not attempted to actually use it. Ooh, there was a spy chicken in there. It must have either escaped or despawned or something. Papadon made this really cool little church. I love the green carpet because it just gives this sort of country feel. Which is cool. And free EMT. Oh my goodness. So this is an ambulance scene, a crash scene. This scene depicts a typical fender bender and trauma patient. And the Skelly horse is representing death, who they must beat. So, got the IV bag. Patient in various pieces all over the place. I didn't actually look at what all the things represent. I should have looked more carefully. So, right, so the red shulker box has the IV, fluids, sedatives, and all that good stuff. And it's messy at the crash. Okay, so yeah, not a whole lot of detail. So the patient apparently has bones all over the place. And blood. That being the redstone all over the place. There's fire. There's death over there is the horse. Here is the ambulance. It's just amazing. And the ambulance has a Squad 51 rescue paramedic ambulance. I'm walking all over the patient. Not something I typically do as a nurse. But I guess I could have come around here to read this one. But yeah, so I see. So the couple of mine carts are what crashed. We got some blood spatter over here, and just wow. This is just really cool. Tall Turtle made this violin. It's very lovely. I really love the use of the iron railing of the iron, is that what they're called? Iron bars, iron railing, whatever, to make the strings. That is just really neat. Epona made turtle eggs. Lady Hunter made this lovely little cabin. A nice cozy fire. Lovely on a day like today, which is single-digit Fahrenheit weather outside. And it even has an upstairs. I'm going to bypass this one for the moment. And this is Lady Vivian's build, Gwen the Witch. Which just, wow. This pixel art that people manage just blows me away. I have to try it at some point. I am going to need either a program or graph paper or something to tell me what to do. Oh, I just noticed for the first time the button for the wart on the nose. That is such a cool little detail. So, yep. Fawny gave us all prizes for participating, and there were various prizes for winning. Did she say over here who was what? Nope. It's posted on the Discord, though. Okay, so yeah, this still has torches on top of it, which it probably, shouldn't, but I didn't leave myself a way to get back up there. So, if you recognize that license plate, you can tell what this is supposed to be. This is a build that I had wanted to try to do, and I was having a hard time figuring out how to do it without making it completely gigantic. I mean, it's supposed to be big, but it is, it would be obnoxious to have this be like 50 blocks wide by 150 blocks, or actually probably more like 250 blocks long, or something ridiculous like that, which I think is what it would take to really get the flow of the lines of it the way I wanted. I totally cheated by using actual doors for the car doors. And I wasn't entirely happy with that, or with how the glass wouldn't go from door to door. I hadn't quite solved that issue, and I ran out of time. So I just figured, okay, well, I tried, and I was completely stunned to find out that I took 4th place with this. And here is the back of it with, tail lights and the rear license plate KAZ2Y5, which is, of course, the license plate of the 1967 Chevy Impala on Supernatural, which has a trunk full of weaponry for fighting monsters. Actually, most of it is stuff you probably would find in the actual Impala. Some type of sword, some type of, ranged weapon, probably a gun rather than a bow, but, maybe axe, iron, because iron repels demons. TNT in place of the Chekhov's gun of a grenade launcher that sat in the trunk for 12 years before it got used, and sand for salt, because you gotta have salt. I'm really proud of how the trunk turned out, because that was one of the things I was like not at all sure how I was going to make it look like it had an open trunk full of stuff. I'm not thrilled with how the front of it came out, because like I said, I think I would have to scale it up hugely to get the sort of sleek line that the Chevy Impala has. But apparently Fawny really liked it. Oh, and I actually had not put the headlights or the license plates on in time either. But again, apparently Fawny liked it, and I took 4th place, and she had some very generous prizes. So thank you, Fawny the Turtle. I'm still humbled and blown away by that. I guess it's one of those cases of we're our own worst critics, because I'm still like, how possibly? But it did. So that's what I figured I would show today. The sun's going down again already. It does not feel like it has been that long. I think that's it for the recording. I'm just going to go do some grindy stuff back at the tree farm probably. Which begs the question why I'm going back into the Nether, because the Nether's not going to take me to the tree farm. But whatever. I think I was also hoping I would get the achievement or advancement, what's it called? Subspace bubble? That has to be at least 7 kilometers in the overworld to go from my base to Fawny's Island, but apparently not, because it doesn't get you the advancement. It's gonna be nighttime. I guess I'll probably go fish for a while actually, and then go back to the tree farm. So, I'll see you back at the ranch. Okay, so back at the ranch and getting ready to fish. Hope that was enjoyable to check out. And until next time, I hope you have a great day. Bye.